Hello everyone! There are so many promising games coming in 2026, and this time I'm bringing you even more upcoming roguelike or roguelite games to look forward to in 2026. Don't worry though, the games on this list are completely different from my previous upcoming roguelike lists. Well, let's get into the list. Cinderia is a fast-paced roguelite action game that is all about pure, non-stop excitement. In this game, you are free to mix and match everything: skills, combos, passives, and equipment. You build your own fighting style, and no two runs ever feel the same. You can slash through enemies with fast blades, blast corruption apart with heavy cannons, or freeze everything in your path with deadly frost. In addition to that, Cinderia features 4 playable characters, each with access to over 180 unique skills. Every character fights differently, and every build is your own. With its fast action and deep customization, Cinderia keeps every run fresh and fully in your control. Maiden is one of those games where you hear the idea first and think, wait, what? It mixes Hades, vampire survivors, anime, deck builders, and yes, even Dante's Divine Comedy. In Maiden, you play as Dante, but this time she's reimagined as an anime-style character. She's back in hell, has lost her memories, and now she has to fight her way upward again, all the way to heaven. The gameplay is very much inspired by Vampire Survivors. Your attacks mostly fire automatically, so your main job is movement, surviving the chaos on screen. As you level up, you choose cards. These cards give you new weapons or upgrade the ones you already have. The Hades influence shows up more in the story and structure. After you die, you return to a hub area where you can talk to famous poets like Virgil, Homer, and Horace. By interacting with them, you unlock more upgrade options for future runs. Chained Beasts is a co-op gladiator roguelike where things get chaotic fast. You can play solo or with up to 4 players, and here's the twist: you're literally chained to your friends. You step into the arena as gladiators, fighting for survival, glory, and maybe freedom. Every battle is loud, messy, and full of crazy moments, especially in co-op. Now let's talk about the chains. When you play with friends, you're all tied together. If your teamwork is bad, you'll get stuck on pillars, trip each other, or just fall apart. But if you move in sync, you can swing enemies around, knock them over, and completely turn fights in your favor. It's chaotic, but in the best way possible. EverSiege Untold Ages is a brand new action strategy game that mixes roguelike gameplay with tower defense mechanics, and it already sounds pretty interesting. You play as one of 3 different characters, all working to defend a lost stronghold called the Bastion. Your main goal is to protect it while waves of enemies try to tear it down. Between attacks, you'll gather resources, build and upgrade defenses, and strengthen your base. But you're not stuck in one place. You can head out into the world, fight enemies directly, and hunt for better gear to improve your chances. To truly win, you'll need to rewind time again and again. Each time jump changes the challenge with new enemies, new threats, and different strategies needed to survive. That's where the roguelite side really kicks in, forcing you to adapt every run.
Restore the kingdom's strength, and not only repel the horde, but drive your forces deep into...
In CRETE, you're thrown into a brutal fight against the Ancestors, strange biopunk creatures that want to wipe humanity out. As you push deeper into the world, you'll collect DNA from your enemies and use it to create powerful, procedural weapons. Bioengineered swords, fleshy rifles, and wild mutations are all part of the deal. The combat in CRETE is fast, intense, and tactical. You can focus on heavy melee attacks, precise ranged combat, or smart ability usage. Mix and match everything to fit your playstyle and create big moments by timing your skills right. While you can play solo, co-op is where CRETE truly shines. You can team up with a friend, combine your abilities, protect each other, and pull off coordinated attacks. On this game, teamwork isn't optional, it's how you survive. RIFTSTORM is a co-op looter-shooter set in a world full of myths, secret societies, and supernatural threats. You can play solo or team up with up to 3 players to take on dangerous missions together. The core loop is simple and satisfying. Deploy, loot, and repeat. You will jump into missions, take down monsters, collect powerful gear, and upgrade your loadout for the next run. Every Weaver, which is the character in this game, has their own unique abilities and playstyle, and you can customize them using special upgrades called parry-apps. This lets you tweak your skills, experiment with builds, and really make each character feel your own. No 2 missions ever feel the same. With over 100 different power-ups, every run brings new combos, new strategies, and new ways to play. Battlestar Galactica Scattered Hopes is a tactical roguelite fleet builder where you control a fleet of Battlestars as they jump from planet to planet, always on the run, always one step away from disaster. The core gameplay mixes fleet management, story decisions, and real-time space combat. Inside your ships, you'll deal with crew tension, limited upgrades, and branching story events that can help you or completely mess things up. Out in space, fights happen in real time, but you can pause the action to plan your moves. When the Cylons, which is the enemies in this game, arrive, your goal isn't always to win. Sometimes, you just need to survive long enough to charge up your FTL drive and escape to the next sector. And yes, paranoia is part of the fun. Some Cylons can disguise themselves as humans, so threats don't always come from outside your fleet.
Mutants are swarming the area.
DDoD is a co-op shooter roguelite from Ukrainian studios, and if you like Stalker vibes, this one is worth keeping an eye on. From the screenshots alone, the Stalker inspiration is obvious. There's creepy purple fog everywhere, dangerous anomalies, and even NPCs that feel very familiar if you've played Stalker before. The developers are promising a large open map, dynamic world changes, realistic weapons, and proper ballistic systems. You can play solo or in co-op, and the game will feature full Ukrainian voice acting, which is a really nice touch. Even though this is the studio's first project, the team includes experienced developers who have worked on well-known Ukrainian games before.
Fix it. And you.
If you love co-op shooters roguelike, especially the kind where things go wrong and your team has to improvise, then 4 Loop is a game you should absolutely watch. At its core, 4 Loop is a co-op shooter built for squads. You drop into a run, fight tougher and tougher enemies, make fast decisions under pressure, and either escape or get wiped. And when you fail, that's not the end. Failure is part of the design. Every run teaches you something. Better positioning, better timing, or better teamwork. A lot of co-op shooters feel like 4 solo players standing together, but 4 Loop actually demands real teamwork. This could easily become one of those games where a friend says, just one run, and suddenly several hours are gone.
To unbreak it, I will use our machine to bring you back.
Reprinting. Reprinting.
If you can...
20 MTD Emberpath is a brand new Survivor-like set in the 20 Minutes Till Dawn universe. This one flew under the radar at first, but it's way too interesting to ignore. Emberpath is a spin-off that keeps the same dark, stylish look fans already love, but adds a new twist. It's described as a Lovecraftian roguelike, with a more focused and condensed RPG experience. Just like the previous game, each run is designed to last around 20 minutes, making it perfect for quick sessions that still feel deep and rewarding. At its core, everything is crab, the animal evolution. Roguelite is exactly what the name suggests. You eat things, often crabs, evolve your creature, die, and then come back stronger. It's a roguelite through and through, but with a fun twist centered on genetics and evolution. The best way to describe it is Spore mixed with Vampire Survivors, plus a dodge roll similar to Enter the Gungeon. You move through top-down pixel art maps, unlock new abilities, and grow your creature in weird and wonderful ways. Unlike many auto shooters, this game gives you full control. You time your own attacks, dodge enemy moves, and react to danger. Enemies clearly telegraph their attacks, so skill and timing really matter here. Carmageddon is making a comeback, and this time it's shaking things up with a roguelite twist. For those who don't know, Carmageddon is a classic vehicular combat series that first launched back in the late 90s. It was all about chaotic races, insane destruction, and turning the streets into total mayhem. The series had a few revivals over the years, but it's been quiet for a while. This new entry keeps the fast, arcade-style combat the series is known for, but now adds roguelite mechanics. Each run takes place in a living world with day and night cycles and dynamic weather. At night, zombie hordes flood the streets, making every race even more dangerous. Your ultimate goal is to survive the chaos and win the Carmageddon street racing tournament to escape the city. Trailblazers Into the March mixes ideas from games like FTL, RimWorld, and The Wandering Village, but turns them into something fresh and unique. In this game, you play as a Trailblazer, the captain of a massive walking colony, also called a landship. This moving fortress is your home, your base, and your only chance to survive in a dangerous world known as the March. Before heading out, you prepare your journey. You buy and customize your landship, recruit crew members with their own skills and backstories, trade supplies, and take on contracts. Every decision you make matters before you even start moving. Once you enter the March, the real challenge begins. You manage your crew's daily lives, watch relationships grow or fall apart, and deal with personal stories that unfold naturally as you travel. At the same time, you must protect your moving home in tactical battles against threats in the wild.
Wipe away your tears, my child. Death is not the end.
TerraTech Legion is basically what happens when you drop your own custom LEGO death car into Vampire Survivors. If you are familiar with Survivor-style games, you already know the formula. You fight endless waves, build crazy setups, and slowly turn into an unstoppable machine. But this time, you are not a hero, a warrior, or a monster. You are a fully customizable armored vehicle. That means you get to design your own combat car from scratch. Wheels, boosters, guns, bumpers, and yes, even chainsaws. Then you take that creation straight into battle against waves of enemy robots. What makes this idea so cool is how well it fits the genre. Survivors-like games are all about builds, but here, your build is something you physically put together piece by piece. As you play, you find upgrade crates that give you new parts, and your vehicle slowly turns into a rolling nightmare.
Seek a 13th Zodiac.
13Z. The Zodiac Trials is a roguelite that mixes Hades-style gameplay with Chinese mythology, and so far, it looks very promising. In 13Z, your goal is simple. You want to become the 13th Zodiac. To do that, you must complete dangerous trials and prove yourself to the existing Zodiac Guardians. Just like in Hades, each run takes you through procedurally generated arenas. After clearing an area, you choose your next path based on the upgrade you want for that run. One nice touch is that the game flows continuously, with no fade to black between stages, which makes the journey feel more immersive. The combat is fast but thoughtful. The enemies encourage defensive play, and a perfectly timed dodge slows things down, giving you a brief moment to breathe. That's all for today's list. Subscribe and like for more exciting new roguelike and roguelite games. That's it, and see you next time.